What's up, warriors? So here's our fourth video in this self series of our words of encouragement. So we're going to take a little detour, if you will, and we're going to go with the word environment. Now, as I repeatedly say all the time, environment. We become what we surround ourselves with. And this is for anybody, but of course, Fight really wants to focus on the veteran community because who knows a vet better than a vet? And Fight is really written for veterans and getting the resources that they need, showing the internal emotions and the thoughts of what many veterans do face every day, the obstacles that we face every day when we get out of the military, and even still at times we tend to feel like we're just a number, that we don't matter, that we took off the uniform, we don't matter, they don't care if we're homeless, they don't care if we ourselves off, and they just don't, the society just doesn't seem to care. And that is definitely a stigma that we have. And it's the environment that we come home to, whatever that new home is. Of course, now every veteran, of course, does have their own story. Every veteran doesn't have bad experiences. Some are very successful. Some instantly know what they're going to do when they get out, and they do it. They're very successful about it. Of course, they still have their ups and downs. They still have challenges, maybe night terrors, maybe some addictions they bring with them, such as drinking and such. But when it comes to the environment, we're creatures of habit. We're animals just like the rest of them. So we're, put into different environments, whether it's a grocery store, whether it's work, whether it's whatever. And so we're constantly adapting to the type of people that we're around, to maybe crowds just really making us feel anxious because we're constantly on guard, that we're constantly having to feel like we're on security alert 24/7. And for a lot of veterans, that's why they always face the door. So as far as being a positive, encouraging word of the day, environment, do you think you need to change up what environment that you have been placed into, whether it was because it was your choice or not? And this is also not just including like physical facilities or buildings. This can be even the group of people that you hang around with. What kind of environment are you putting into your own healing journey? Because I'm sure you started to pick up that anytime we get out of the military, it almost starts like a healing journey. Like there's a mourning process separating from the military, whether it was good or bad. Some of us question our worth. Some of us are questioning our own identity. Some people are questioning what now? What's the new mission? So what environment are you planting your future self into? What environment are you allowing yourself to grow in? Is it bad people constantly making bad mistakes? Like people who just cut glass, they're drinking, they're doing drugs, they're maybe just making bad decisions that TikTok can't let me say. So like, what type of environment do you find yourself more attracted to? What's interesting is that if you're allowing yourself to be surrounded by people who just aren't good people, and that's not you, you really need to find yourself out of it. Or are you using it as a band-aid so that you don't face your emotions? Of course, that's why a lot of us have outlets, right? Alcohol, drugs, etc. Even sex can be considered a drug because it gives you the dopamine rush. So what type of environment are you in now? Is it something that you need to get out of? Do you need to seek help or some sort of mentor or even therapy, anything like that? Can that help you get out of the negative situation that you're in? Are you allowing abusive type behavior towards you? Whether that could be friendship, that can be in a workplace, that can be obviously actual relationships, spouses, significant others, etc. That can be like, are you just allowing people to hurt you physically, emotionally, mentally, because you don't feel worthy of being saved? What type of environment are you allowing yourself to grow in? Because we're always growing. There's always something new to learn. There's always new people that you can meet and become acquainted with and collaborate with, maybe. Something to think about. There's no shame in asking for help. We all have a darkness. Anyone who says they don't is lying. We all have a darkness. We're all trying to find ourselves. We're all trying to find that homeostasis, that balance within us and in our environment. Because that's just the way nature works. We're always, even the plants and the animals and everything around us, everything is finding a constant homeostasis. That includes us. That's why we can't react on emotions just like that, because we tend to have regrets. Or it causes consequences to happen in the future. So what type of environment are you allowing yourself to grow up into? Because everyone's got a process to go through something. Whether it's because of something you experienced in the military, is it because someone really ticked you off? They said something that set you off, and now you've really got to process. Everyone's different. Everyone has a story. Not everyone's having a bad day. But I do challenge you to at least see the silver lining in every situation. That challenges always aren't a bad thing. Sometimes obstacles are something that can actually either change up what you thought was a good idea, maybe set you down the right path you're meant to be down. There's so many different possibilities out there. There are so many opportunities out there. So I hope that you can be positive today. I hope that you can count at least 3 good things that happened today, do at least 1 good deed for somebody else, and keep fighting the fight. Just remember, everyone's hurting at some point. We really should not put each other down just because we ask for help. That's the beauty of maturing and wisdom and growing in ourselves. You gotta allow yourself that grace that healing may be forever, but it doesn't mean that you're a bad person. Growing through it and getting through whatever darkness that you found yourself in, that's the fight. If you keep fighting the fight, you never know what the new day will bring. So keep fighting the fight.